Today we are going to introduce our TP company, Starbucks. The presentation is divided into 5 parts. The first part, Introduction and Pastel. The second part, 5 Force Framework and Life Cycle. The third part, Value Chain Key Activity and Key Resources. The fourth part, Vertical Integration, Horizontal Diversification, and Geographic Expansion. And the last part is Conclusion.
The first Starbucks was opened in Seattle in 1971. Back then, the company was a single store offered some of the finest fresh roasted whole bean coffees. In 1987, the founders of Starbucks decided to sell the company, and Howard Schultz, the later CEO of Starbucks, purchased the company and turned it into a national coffee house chain through rapid store expansion. In 1996, Starbucks began opening stores outside North America, and it soon became the largest coffee house chain in the world. The goal of Starbucks is to celebrate coffee and the rich tradition, and also bring a feeling of connection. Next, we will use pastel analysis to discuss how external factors will affect Starbucks. Take political, for example. Regional integration is a current trend and external factor that presents the opportunity for Starbucks to globally expand. Also, most governments around the world are improving infrastructure, which creates an opportunity for Starbucks to access more markets or suppliers. However, bureaucratic red tape persists in most countries. This external factor is a threat because it makes business expansion more difficult for Starbucks, especially in developing countries. Another factor in pastel is technological. Starbucks has the opportunity to improve its mobile apps and linked services to gain more revenues through mobile purchases. The company also has the opportunity to improve its supply chain efficiency based on new technologies coffee farmers use. However, the rising availability of home-use specialty coffee machines is a threat to Starbucks because it increases the availability of substitutes to Starbucks products. Still, other factors in pastel is ecological. The business sustainability trend focuses on business processes that ensure minimal environmental impact. In relation, responsible sourcing emphasizes corporate social responsibility in the supply chain. Starbucks has opportunities to enhance its performance in this area. Note that the company already has responsible sourcing policies. Starbucks also has the opportunity to offer more of its product in recyclable packaging.
Hi, I'm Esther. Before we start to talk the Starbucks Corporation, let us begin with the industry life cycle and 5 forces analysis of this coffee industry. First, industry life cycle. All the people in the world can recognize Starbucks, which does successfully in the coffee industry. Starbucks and Dunkin' brands make up more than 60% of the coffee market shares, giving them considerable market power in determining industry trends. However, within the last few years, it has grown slowly, and now they are focusing on previous endeavors and international expansion. So we can place Starbucks in the maturity stage. Second, the 5 forces analysis of the coffee industry. The bargaining power of suppliers is weak in the coffee industry. There are many suppliers in the coffee industry. various coffee suppliers make all the coffee corporations have lots of options to choose from. The threat of substitutes is strong in the coffee industry. There are many different types, flavors, and price of drinks in nowadays present drinks market. Consumers can choose whatever they want depending on their preference. The rivalry among the competitors is strong. There are a large number of coffee companies in this market. The competition between them is strong. The quality and price of the product is different, so the consumers can buy anything they want depending on their preference. Besides, due to the low switching cost, it is easy for consumers to change their mind. The bargaining power of buyers is strong. As we have known, the switching cost is low for consumers to choose another option. In addition, there are various companies in the coffee market, so the substitute for all the coffee companies are not in a low quantity. The threat of new entrants is moderate. It is not a low number of people who want to start a coffee shop. Compared to Starbucks, Costa, and McDonald's, such as large companies and chain coffee shops, those small local coffee shops have lower cost. This attracts other people to start their own shops. Besides, because of their small scale, if they do not have sufficient capital, the companies might be inadequate in cash flow and then the companies fail. Then, let's welcome the next speaker.
Hello everyone, I'm Peggy from DSES, and today I'm going to introduce the value chain of the coffee industry. It can be divided into three parts. First is upstream manufacture. The main coffee growing region in the world, including Latin America, Africa, the Middle East and South Asia, East Asia, and the Pacific Islands. Due to mass production and the operation of middle market merchants, coffee beans are sold at a lower price in this process. And second is middle stream manufacturers. Processing is an important link for coffee berries to commercial beans. It can be divided into two types: individual workshop for small but high-priced family owner, or a larger number of locals owners in the factory. Finally, is downstream manufacturers. The coffee market is highly competitive, and the consumption structure of downstream industry is the highest contribution to the value of the entire coffee industry. It includes wholesaler, trader, retail, convenience store, and the coffee shop. And coffee as a kind of beverage, it has many competitors, including all beverages in a broad scope and refreshing beverages in narrow scope. And next, let's talk about key activity and key resource. Starbucks key activity are divided into products and services. Products including coffee or seasonal and complementary products. And their key resources are coffee equipment and accessory market, ingredient supplier. Obviously, both of them provide the product to the customer. And another key activity is consumer comfortable experience. Starbucks provides service to customer. Its key resource is human capital management, which is a department that Starbucks specializes in manpower training.
I'm Vivian from DFLL. In 2000, Starbucks takes steps to get involved in their supply chain. Starbucks has its own coffee and farmer inequality. To achieve the standard, Starbucks acquired its own coffee farm in Latin America. Starbucks works directly with consumers because they believe that by doing so, all of the coffee beans will achieve the same quality and standards. Besides, Starbucks has many plans in the United States to deal with the coffee beans. In 2019, Starbucks announced that they work with Microsoft to develop a supply chain tracking system that pairs with a mobile app. Customers can track jury of coffee beans. Starbucks can identify their supply chain. Starbucks expands mostly by licensing agreement and joint venture partnership. Starbucks believes that they can ensure their quality by taking part in branch stores. Starbucks seldom grant the franchise to other countries. However, Starbucks has strict standards on their partnership and the quality of a franchise store. In Starbucks-related diversification, Starbucks collaborates with PepsiCo to enter Latin America and to start their project in Europe. Customers can get Starbucks product in convenience stores. The product quality is not worse than the drinks in coffee shops. In 2018, Starbucks launched a new product called Starbucks Coffee Queso with Nestle. The products are made from Starbucks' original coffee beans and produced by Nestle's Nespresso technologies. Starbucks products began to sell in retail stores. The coffee queso not only releases the financial situation because it starts total revenue decreasing due to the growth of the diocese, but also make a new marketing channel.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I will continue to introduce one of the parts in horizontal diversification, BCG matrix. BCG matrix is designed to help companies with their long-term strategy plans and consider growth opportunities by reviewing their portfolio of products. There are 4 different metrics. First is stores. It refers to a product in high growth market with high market share. For example, Starbucks food business, like sandwich. Second is question marks, which is product in high growth market with low market share. For example, Starbucks mugs and t-shirts. The third one is cash cow, which is product in low market growth and high market share, like beverages. The last one is dose, which is product in low market growth and low market share, like coffee beans. The next part is geography expansion of Starbucks. Based on the different market conditions, Starbucks has different overseas business organization structures. In addition to basic geography expansion, Starbucks also synchronized to develop vertical integration. When it comes to the motivation of geography expansion, the most important one is increasing local responsiveness. Starbucks chooses to adopt the global strategy. The process is divided into 3 stages. From 1996 to 2000, Starbucks' main expansion area was in Asia. From 2001 to 2010, Starbucks began to expand mainly in Europe, including Oceania and Central America. And since 2010, it has expanded in Africa, Latin America, and other regions has consistently seen Starbucks stores. Starbucks generates the majority of their revenue through company-operated stores and licensed stores. Because these 2 entry malls are easy to ensure their product quality. Quality control is very important to their business. Due to the COVID-19, most of the time people choose to stay at home. We recommend Starbucks to launch more new flavors of coffee capsules to provide more options. This option not only can promote their Starbucks at home, but also the demand of Starbucks coffee. Besides, the improvement of technology has become more and more advanced. many people change their consumption habits. We recommend Starbucks to improve its app so that it can be not only convenient but also attractive to regular and new customers, which can elevate the interaction between customers and Starbucks further. Thank you for listening.